Each year, Americans generate nearly 200 million tons of garbage. The crazier fact is that nearly 70% of that garbage is actually recyclable. Unfortunately, only about 30% of that is recycled annually. That means there's 80 million tons of recyclable garbage that is not being recycled. That weight equals out to nearly 40 million cars, which would be enough to line up end to end around the equator 4.5 times. Pollution is the introduction of harmful chemicals into the environment that can hurt people and the earth. Pollutants come from garbage that is not recycled. Pollution can also be caused by smoke and exhaust in the air and chemicals we put in the water. These pollutants can make us and animals very sick. It is a big problem in our world today. So, the real question is, what can we do about it? We can help reduce pollution by reducing, reusing, and recycling. First, reduce. Something as simple as turning off a light before you leave a room or turning off the water faucet while brushing your teeth can make a big difference. Even walking or riding a bike rather than driving a car or using a cloth towel rather than a paper towel when you spill something can help our environment. When you don't want a toy you have anymore, don't just throw it away. Find a friend who may want it instead. That's reusing. Clothes you may have grown out of can be donated for others to wear, or a plastic cup you've used can be cleaned out and used to store pens or pencils. Many of the items you've thrown away could be reused. Countless things can be recycled. Next time, if you have a plastic bottle or container, if you see this symbol, it means this item can be recycled. Newspapers, school papers, glass jars, and bottles can be recycled. Most neighborhoods even have garbage trucks specifically for recycling. We only have one planet to live on. Be a part of the change in an effort to take care of our planet. I'm Julia Bauer with IgnitionTV. Life. Often with that word, we focus it on ourselves, but life to plants around us is what gives us the ability to have lives ourselves. Before animals existed, it was plant life that turned our carbon dioxide-based planet upside down with oxygen. So, whether it be the air we breathe, some of the food we eat, or even just making the world around us more colorful, plants play a crucial role in our existence. When looking at a flower, the bud represents new life within the plant. The bud of the plant protects the baby flower, or the baby leaf, from the harmful elements of nature. The flower is typically the prettiest part of a plant, and usually their colorful petals attract bees and other insects. Flowers act as a reproductive organ of these plants. It makes seeds, which eventually becomes new plants. Along with reproduction, flowers are a rich source of food for other living organisms, such as insects, birds, animals, and humans. For non-flowering plants, leaves are one of the most important parts. The leaves grow out of the stem and they have a green pigment called chlorophyll, which absorbs sunlight and makes food for the plant. Leaves also make the oxygen in the air that we breathe through photosynthesis. For that to take place, the leaves make use of sunlight, carbon dioxide, which we exhale, water, and chlorophyll. For some plants, we have fruit. A fruit is part of the plant that contains excess food of the plant. All fruits may not be sweet or even edible, but it's still a fruit. Sometimes these fruits even help the plant to disperse their seed to create more life. With all plants, the stem is the central part of the plant that gives it its strength. From the roots, the stem carries water, food, and minerals to the different parts of the plant. The stem can also raise the height of the plant's leaves or flowers to take them closer to sunlight. As I mentioned a second ago, water, food, and minerals start at the roots. The roots of the plant are the lower section of the plant that are attached to the stem at its base. The roots can act as an anchor to the plant. When the winds are too strong or the Florida rain comes in a little too quick, the roots make sure the plants stay firm in the soil and don't get carried or blown away. Through crossbreeding, new plant types are being discovered every day. This is especially true with aquatic plants. Go out and explore the world you live in today by taking a moment to breathe in the fresh air and taking in all the colors. All thanks to plants around us. Reporting for IgnitionTV, I'm Julia Bauer. Wouldn't it be so cool if you could spend all day exploring the time before humans existed, trying to figure out what the animals of that time looked like or what they like to eat, and if they like to play. For some people, their job is exactly that. This special group of scientists don't just study dinosaurs. They learn about all kinds of things that lived a really long time ago, including mammals, reptiles, plants, and even teeny tiny bacteria. These scientists are called paleontologists. Unlike the animals we get to visit at zoos and various parks around the world, dinosaurs are a bit harder to come by. Why, you ask? Well, the last dinosaur to roam the planet did so nearly 150 million years ago. While movie magic has explored what man and dinosaur together would have been like, I'm okay with this particular extinction because I don't even like snakes, much less a tiny dinosaur like the Dilong that was a 25-pound tyrannosaur. Since dinosaurs are not around to study, paleontologists are sort of like fossil detectives. Fossils are the remains of animals and plants from long ago that slowly became preserved in rock. Fossils can be of animals' bones, teeth, and shells, or they can be rock that holds other clues to what life was like in the past. Paleontologists can even estimate the date some of these dinosaurs existed based on their fossils. The Diplodocus dinosaur, just like the one behind me, has been dated back to almost 155 million years ago. Thanks to paleontologists, we know the Diplodocus was the longest dinosaur at up to 88 feet long with a weight of nearly 12 tons. That's enough to cover 30 yards and heavy enough to outweigh 7 mid-sized cars. Oh, poop. Yes, poop. Fossilized poop like this dinosaur's, known as coprolites, can tell us so much more than you think it would. In addition to diet, it also shows us what organisms may have been living long ago with these dinosaurs, giving us a totally different perspective from long ago. Paleontologists have a really important job. They're working to solve one of the biggest puzzles of mankind about life on Earth. Every fossil they find is another piece of the puzzle, helping us learn about how Earth has changed over time. So, if you love dinosaurs just as much as we do, maybe one day you'll help us paleontologists finish this puzzle piece by piece. I'm Julia Bauer with IgnitionTV. Whether it be Buddy, the dog that plays basketball, or even the classic Lassie, there is an undeniable connection between humans and dogs. However, a dog's work can go well beyond companionship. Today, dogs have serious work that helps others. These dogs have natural talents that are carefully honed with intensive training. The type of work for these dogs ranges from therapy to service, police, search and rescue, and even movies and television with acting. Each has their own form of training, and each provides an undeniable devotion to their talents. So join me and my dog Foxy as we introduce you to canines at work. Acting dogs have been used for decades, and they're undeniable hits. Even in the past few years, movies like The Art of Racing, A Dog's Purpose, and The Call of the Wild have shown how obsessed we are with dogs in movies. Now, while it's easy to enjoy a film with a canine in it, the training that goes into these canine actors is anything but easy. Each dog can go through extensive training for specific roles, and sometimes those roles can get very intense. While you may think scenes mostly use CGI, a quick search on YouTube can show drastically different results. There was even a scene in A Dog's Purpose that caused quite a bit of controversy across social media. I've been looking for a place that me and my whole family can go to and still enjoy at all different age levels. And I think I found just the place. Common Ground Park, located in downtown Lakeland, is Polk County's first inclusive play experience, a term used to describe non-traditional play areas that are for children of any scale and any level. The park is separated into 3 distinct play levels based on age and physical ability. Each color is coded to reflect each play level. The green is level 1 for beginners, the blue is for intermediate, and the red for the advanced play level. Let's travel the park in a board game style by pulling a card and seeing where we land. Let's pick this one. We landed on a blue intermediate card. Let's see where it takes us. Whoa, we're headed to Gopher Mountain, which is right next to 2 other intermediate locations, Journey Plateau and Rockside Gap. Gopher Mountain has various pathways, all leading to the middle of the hill where you're able to look up through the middle of the hill. Let's go check it out. Maybe we can land on Rockslide Gap to check out the slides or Journey Plateau with its makeshift fire truck. Let's see. Oh, we picked a green beginner card, so where are we going? Ooh, Sway Valley. I can also see Butterfly Meadow and Music Hammock, which are also level 1 play areas. Sway Valley is the calmest of all levels. It has various swings that give the perfect relaxation sway. Speaking of relaxation, I love the Music Hammock that is nearby. Alright, so we're about to reach the end and win the game. Let's hope for a red. It is a red. We're headed to Spiderweb Peak right next to Adventure Canyon, and this has got to be a challenge. The ropes all entangle with one another and come to a literal peak. I'm not sure of the objective of Spiderweb Peak, but I'm pretty sure I'm stuck. Right around the corner is our goal, but can you help me down here first? Adventure Canyon is your typical jungle gym adventure, equipped with a slide, monkey bars, a fire pole, and more. We did it. We made it through all 3 levels. Your journey here at Common Ground can be just the same. Come down and bring the entire family. I'm Julia Bauer with IgnitionTV.